You are listening to Cool FM, live from Cool Studios. This is Cool News at 4.
Good afternoon and welcome to Cool News at 4. I'm Carl. Apologies that I just came back home because I was checking my bank services and apparently it was down, so we will get into that in a bit. Now let's get into the top headlines. Dismissed Bamba Mayor Alice Guo, otherwise known as Chinese national Guo Huaping, left the Philippines in July according to Senator Risa Hontiveros. In a manifestation delivered during the Senate plenary session on Monday, Hontiveros revealed information that Guo is already out of the country and was in fact already in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia on July 18. The opposition senator said Guo even used her Philippine passport to exit the country. The Philippines on Monday said that one of its Coast Guard vessels was rammed and another subjected to aggressive maneuvers by Chinese Coast Guard ships in Escalada Sabino Shoal in the West Philippine Sea. The National Security Council spokesperson Jonathan Malaya confirmed that Philippine Coast Guard ships BRP Cape Cape and Gano and BRP Pagagay and currently China Coast Guard on Monday morning while delivering supplies to Lawak and Pantak Islands. Despite these incidents, both Philippine Coast Guard vessels remain committed to and shall proceed with their mission of delivering essential supplies stationed to personnel in Lawak and Pandak Islands, Malaya said in a forum in Manila. According to Malaya, while navigating the 23 nautical miles southeast of Escalada Shoal at approximately 3:24 a.m., BRP Cape and Gano was subjected to aggressive maneuvers by a CCG ship. This resulted in a collision with the starboard beam of the vessel, creating a hole on the deck with an approximate diameter of 5 inches, he added. At 3:40 a.m., Malaya said BRP Pagagay, located approximately 21.3 nautical miles southeast of Escalada Shoal, was rammed twice, also causing damage to the ship. Chinese state media CCTV earlier broke this news, saying the incident between the two countries led to a glancing collision. Collision, yeah. At least 8 persons died and 7 others were injured Sunday when 2 vehicles collided on the Maharlika Highway in Sariaya town in Quezon Province. The Quezon Province reported that a Manila-bound Nissan Escapade van driven by Elardoro Bermudo was ferrying 14 passengers around 5:30 a.m. when it collided and with an ongoing Isuru aluminum wing bank truck driven by Crisanto Pascal in Barangay Santo Cristo. The collision injured all the van passengers who were taken to 4 hospitals for treatment. 4 passengers were declared dead on arrival at the ACE Medical Center in Sariaya and Candelaria Doctors Hospital in Candelaria Town. They were Jimmy Bermudo, Francisco Concepcion, Sarah Joy Concepcion, and a girl named MJ2. Driver Bermudo and passengers Danilo Dabagap and Villamor Concepcion died on the spot. Another passenger, Sarah Concepcion, died while undergoing treatment at Quezon Medical Center before noon, police said. The report identified the injured motorists as Ariel Caliro, Luis Aldea, Andrea Vergara, Gilbert Bermuda, Jomar Caliro, Anjo Caliro, and Sarah Concepcion. They were confined at Candelaria Doctors Hospital, Peter Paul Hospital in Candelaria, and QMC in Lucena City. The vans swerved and occupied the opposite lane, which led to the collision, the police said. Truck driver Pascal suffered injuries and was taken to QMC, while his helper was unhurt. Police said the truck driver was facing cases of multiple homicides, physical injuries, and damage to properties. Albert Perbudo, son of Elardoro, said in a phone interview that the 40 van passengers, all residents of Metro Manila, were relatives. They were traveling back to Manila in convoy with another vehicle and the van after attending a family event in Balatan town in Cagayan de Oro province. Edward said the victims left Balatan on Saturday afternoon. I wanted to join them, but they did not pick me up in my house, he said. Amid ongoing tensions in the Middle East, the Philippine government has increased the financial assistance for repatriating overseas Filipino workers from Lebanon to 150,000 pesos, the Department of Migrant Workers said on Monday. According to Migrant Workers Secretary Hans Katak, the monetary aid was increased on the order of President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. after he convened with the DMW and other relevant agencies. The president said reviewed the financial assistance rates. So from 50,000 pesos, we increased it to 35,000 pesos from DMW, 75,000 pesos from OWWA, said Katak in a chance interview with Malacanang reporters. So that's 150,000 pesos financial assistance upon return, he added. Both documented and undocumented repatriates will receive the assistance, said Katak. Meanwhile, other government agencies will offer additional forms of assistance. The Department of Health will provide physical and social checkups to repatriates upon their arrival. The Department of Social Welfare and Development will offer both livelihood and financial assistance, while the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority will provide training vouchers. We have also partnered with Agriculture Secretary Francisco Tio Laurel and Tourism Secretary Cristina Frasco in case returning OFWs would wish to endeavor into agri-related and tourism-related endeavors, Katak said. On Friday, the Philippine Embassy in Beirut urged Filipinos to leave the country while the airport is still operational. The embassy issued the call up to end Israeli strike hit southern Lebanon. Katak said there are approximately 11,360 OFWs in Lebanon, most of whom are in Beirut. So far, no injuries among Filipinos have been reported as a result of the Israeli attacks. Around 356 OFWs have already returned from Lebanon, including 15 last weekend, while about 1,000 more have expressed intent to go back to the Philippines. A new case of Mpox, formerly monkeypox, has been recorded in the country, the Department of Health reported Monday. The DOH said it received information on a newly recorded Mpox case on August 18, the first this year, raising the overall log cases nationwide to 10. The country's last recorded Mpox case was in December 2023. All previous Mpox patients recovered. The case is a 23-year-old male Filipino national with no travel history outside the Philippines, but with close intimate contact 3 weeks before symptom onset, it said in a statement. Symptoms started more than a week ago with fever, which was followed 4 days later by findings of a distance rash on the face, back, nape, trunk, groin, as well as palms and soles, it added. The DOH did not specify the exact location where the new Mpox case was recorded, but noted that it was in a government hospital where specimens were collected from skin lesions and examined via a real-time polymerase chain reaction test, or PCR. The DOH said common symptoms of Mpox include skin rash or mucosal lesions, which can last 2 to 4 weeks, as well as fever, headache, muscle aches, back pain, low energy, and swollen lymph nodes. It also said that Mpox can be transmitted to humans through close or intimate contact with someone who is infectious, contaminated materials like used clothes or utensils, or infected animals. Soap and water can kill the virus. When washing contaminated materials, use gloves, the DOH reminded the public. Infected patients are treated with supportive care, and if they have no other illnesses, may stay at home until all scabs fall off and a new layer of skin forms, typically after 2 to 4 weeks, according to the health agency. We can avoid Mpox. Mpox is transmitted through close intimate contact and also the materials used by people who have Mpox. Keeping our hands clean with soap and water or with alcohol-based sanitizers will help. DOH will make the testing process as convenient as possible so that suspect cases may be identified fast and allowed to stay at home, DOH Secretary Deodoro Horgosa said. Our healthcare system is working. We can handle the situation and will keep the public well informed, he said, or he added. And now, as we get into some BDO-related news, and just an advisory to all BDO account holders who are planning to do some online transactions or going to automated teller machines outside, or even using mobile app called BDO Online. BDO said some of its services were down on Monday morning after it announced a scheduled system maintenance as it deactivated its all mobile app. At 8:37 a.m. on Monday, BDO said its BDO Pay, BDO Online app, BDO Personal Online Banking, and BDO ATM services are still down and that they are working to restore their services as soon as possible. The bank earlier said the system maintenance will be from 11:30 p.m. August 18 Sunday to 7 a.m. August 19. The Philippines' largest bank also reminded its customers that it will be deactivating its old BDO digital banking app on August 19. BDO said customers can go to their preferred branches for their banking needs. And as myself being a Cool News anchor and station manager of Cool FM, I can confirm that all the ATMs are down in my area, and I tried going to the BDO branch to check the BDO on personal online banking website. Since I tried visiting BDO website on my computer, apparently they blocked my access, so I have no idea why. And it seems like it is all down. I can't even and and one thing that surprised me when I tried to go to the other ATMs that isn't video branded, I tried checking my balance. Sure enough, the systems are down as of this time. It is now 4:12 in the afternoon, and Cool News at 4. We'll be right back.
Cool FM.
Welcome back. And we have some bad news for motorists who are expecting a price decrease. Well, motorists will see increases in the prices of petroleum products beginning Tuesday. After a few rounds of rollbacks, all companies said Monday that they will impose higher prices for fuel products this week with an upward adjustment of around 1 peso a liter. In separate advisories, CEO Shell Filipinas, Clean Fuel, and Petrogas said the per liter prices of diesel will go up by 1.20 pesos. The prices of gasoline and kerosene, meanwhile, will increase by 1 peso per liter. According to Rodela Romero, director of the DOE's All Industry Management Bureau, this was driven by external factors, especially the rising concern about the Middle East conflict. Romero added that the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries was optimistic about the fuel demand. The Department of Education DepEd has authorized schools in Calabarzon and Metro Manila that are affected by the fog from Talfogeno to suspend in-person classes even without an official announcement from the respective local government units. The DepEd issued the directive on Monday following Talfogeno's release of fog over the past 24 hours. In light of the recent eruption of Talfogeno and the release of fog in the past 24 hours, the Department of Education is authorizing affected schools to suspend classes in the absence of an official announcement from the local government units, the agency said. To ensure learning continuity in affected areas, DepEd instructs schools to employ alternative delivery modalities such as modular or online learning, it added. According to the DepEd, the decision to lift the suspension will depend on whether it is safe for learners and teachers to return to the schools. It also advised schools to report casualties such as displacements, injuries, or other incidents involving learners and teachers to the agency's regional office. Earlier, parts of Pandagas and Cavite announced class suspensions or a shift to modular learning due to fog. On Sunday, the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council of Talisay Town in Pandagas said there is an increased presence of fog in the area. This is due to the ongoing degassing activity of Talfogeno, it added. And as you can hear in my background right now, what's happening right now is that you can hear the loud thunderstorms in my area right now, which is Taguig. So yes, you can hear a loud thunderstorms. That's the current cool weather situation reporting. And now let's get into the headlines from around the world. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Ukraine, the foreign ministry said Monday, weeks after Kiev condemned him for hugging President Vladimir Putin during a visit to traditional ally Russia. New Delhi's foreign ministry did not give a date for the visit to Poland and UK, but Indian media reports suggest it will take place later this week. Modi has struck a delicate balance between maintaining his country's historically warm ties with Moscow while courting closer security partnerships with Western nations as a bulwark against regional rival China. His government has avoided explicit condemnations of Russia's invasion of Ukraine in the more than 2 years since the conflict began, instead urging both sides to resolve their differences through dialogue. Modi's July visit to Moscow came hours after a Russian barge hit multiple cities across Ukraine, killing more than 3,000 people and heavily damaging a children's hospital in Kyiv. Modi was pictured hugging Putin at his country residence a day earlier, drawing condemnation from Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky. India and Russia have maintained close links since the Cold War, which saw the Kremlin become a key arms provider to the country. Since the Ukraine conflict began, Russia has also become a major supplier of cut-price goods oil to India, providing a much-needed export market after the imposition of Western sanctions. That has dramatically reconfigured their economic ties, with India saving itself billions of dollars while bolstering Moscow's coffers. But Russia's fight with Ukraine has also had a human cost for India. New Delhi has pushed Moscow to return several of its citizens who signed up for support jobs with the Russian military, but were later sent to fight on the front lines in Ukraine. At least 5 Indian soldiers have died in the conflict. Western powers have cultivated stronger relations with India as a hedge against China and its growing influence across the Asia-Pacific region, while pressuring New Delhi to distance itself from Russia. India is part of this squad grouping with the US, Japan, and Australia that positions itself against China's growing assertiveness in the Asia Pacific region. Modi also visited Russia in 2019 and hosted Putin in New Delhi 2 years later, which weeks before Russia began its offensive against Ukraine. India has largely shied away from explicit condemnation of Russia ever since and abstained on United Nations resolution targeting the Kremlin. U.S. President Joe Biden will give a bittersweet farewell address at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago on Monday, passing the torch to Kamala Harris as the party's nominee for November's election. Less than a month after his stunning withdrawal and Harris' astonishing ascent, Biden can expect a hero send-off from many of the same. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's another current weather update from our area. You can hear the large thunderstorms there. Okay, continuing our headlines, Biden can expect a hero send-off from many of the same people who helped him push him out due to concerns about his age. The 81-year-old is expected to say that Harris, America's first female black and third Asian vice president, is the best person to finish the job he started of protecting American democracy of Republican rival Donald Trump. Harris is set to briefly appear with her balls on stage for his primetime speech in a symbolic moment designed to show unity among Democrats over his succession. One hangover from his time in office, however, is a huge planned protest in Chicago against the Biden-Harris administration's support for Israel's war against Hamas in Gaza. Biden said on Sunday he felt real good about his speech after spending the weekend at the Camp David presidential retreat in rural Maryland, fine-tuning his address without aids. Now back to the current cold water situation in Taguig. As you can see, it is not very dark. Let me just get my phone and show you the current situation so you can get the idea here in my area. Just give me one moment. Hopefully it's loading. I don't know if my camera is working. Let's just double check. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. So you can see the weather. Oh, I think it's lagging. Okay, so you can see the weather. Hopefully. Okay, for whatever reason it's lagging. I am not sure why. Let me just show you here. So you can. So let me just try again. Hold on. Yes, we were experiencing technical difficulties trying to get. Okay, you heard that right. It's very loud. It's very loud. Okay, so you can see the cool weather situation that the Taguig is very dark right now, and the weather is very cloudy, and you can hear the thunderstorms live right there. So yeah, very scary. I would say very scary. So yeah, very scary indeed. All right, that's the cool weather situation. Before we wrap up cool news at 4 with the entertainment news. One of the TV network independent contractors tagged in the sexual abuse of actor Sandro Mulach was ordered detained by the Senate on Monday. Senate President Pro Tempore Jingo Estrada cited for contempt Jojo Nunes, independent contractor of GMA, for denying that he offered to donate money to Sandro's father, former child actor Nino Mulach's charity of no choice, allegedly as settlement. Nuns, along with fellow contractor Richard Cruz, were named by Mulach as respondents in the administrative complaint that he filed before GMA and at the National Bureau of Investigation. He and Cruz both attended the hearing of the Senate Committee on Public Information and Mass Media, which is prompting the alleged prevalent sexual abuse and harassment cases in the entertainment industry. Meanwhile, Mulaj attended the inquiry virtually together with his lawyers. Prior to the contempt citation, Estrada asked Nones if he offered any financial contribution to the Mulaj charitable institution. Senator Robin Padilla, who heads the Senate panel, approved the motion for contempt. Estrada, in a later unabashed interview, said Cruz was not cited in contempt because he was not talking at the time. And that is it for koolNews at 4. As always, you can get in touch with us at tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. And we will be back with more headlines later with koolNews at 6 and koolNews Prime Time at 9. Until then, I'm Carol. Stay safe and take care of it. The weather is very bad right now. As always, God is only needed, but yes, stay safe everyone. Goodbye for now.